All right, here are our frequently asked questions for your tangents, arcs, and central angles. Number 10, some people were confused about the negative on these problems. It's asking for the measure of angle TXS. So T, starting from T going to X and S, it's asking you for this angle right here. Well, before I can do that, I want to add everything around my circle. Remember, your central angle is the exact same as the arc that it makes. This guy here is 85, which means here is going to be 85, and this is going to be 40. So now you have all the measurements around your circle. All we're going to do is add these up. So negative 5x plus 10 plus 140 plus 85 plus 40 minus 3x plus 5 all together is going to equal 360. So we're going to combine our like terms here. Negative 8x, and then combining all of these guys, I'm going to get that to be 280 is equal to 360. Subtracting 280 from both sides, negative 8x is equal to 80, which means x is equal to a negative 10. The question's asking for angle TXS. Well, when you plug this negative 10 into this measurement, negative 3 times negative 10 plus 5, negative times a negative is going to give you a positive 30 plus 5, and that's going to give you 35. Number 12, the measure of arc HI. Okay, well, before I do that, let's figure out what my value of x is. If I cross these two, I can see that these are vertical angles. So here I have 61 plus x, which means their arcs, these two together combined are going to be the same as this. So I'm going to have 117 is equal to 61 plus x plus 68. So I'm going to get 2x. 117 is equal to 2x plus 129. And subtracting 129 from both sides leaves me with negative 12 is equal to 2x. And dividing both sides by 2, I get x is equal to a negative 6. The question's asked me to find the measure of arc HI, which is here, HI. So I'm going to take 61 plus a negative 6, which is going to leave me with 55. Number 15, asking for the perimeter of my figure. If I have 2 tangents going out to the same point, remember these guys here are the same, so I know this is going to give me a length of 10.1. Well, if my entire length is 24.1 and I'm going to subtract 10.1, that's going to leave me with 14. And if that's 14, I know this right here has to be 14 as well. These guys have to be the same. And my 11.6, this has to be 11.6 because these guys here have to be the same. So my perimeter, I'm going to add all the way around, or what I could do is 10.1 plus 11.6 plus 14 and take all of that and just times them by 2 because there's 2 of each of those, which is going to give me 71.4. And number 16, the same idea for this. I have to look where I find the value that they're both the same, if they're both going out to the same exterior point, which is going to be this 13 right here. This guy's 13, which means from here to here has to be 13. Altogether, though, it's supposed to equal 17.7. So 17.7 minus 13 is going to leave you with 4.7. Now, if this little piece right here is 4.7, you know this guy is also going to be 4.7. My entire length here is 14.4, so if I subtract my 4.7, I get this piece to be 9.7, which means he has to be 9.7. Altogether, I have 18.5. I'm going to subtract 18.5 minus 9.7, and that's going to leave me with 8.8, and that's what I needed this guy right here to be 8.8 because those two have to be the same. So I can add all these all the way around, but I do know that this entire length here is already 17.7. This entire length is 14.4. This entire length is 18.5, and then just these two are the ones that I'm going to have separate, my 8.8 plus my 13. When I add all those together, I'm going to get 72.4. All right, I hope that helped you guys. Let me know if you guys have any other questions for me. Thanks.